Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Claws Gaming video, and today we are doing an update for Cozy Craft. This is episode 5, so we are updating you guys on the Minecraft world. A lot has been changed, as you can kind of see already in the background here. Sorry that I haven't been posting a lot of videos recently. I just had a lot of stuff going on. Life be lifing, as we like to say here. I started a podcast. Go check it out at Good Company Podcast. We also have the main media channel, Claw Media Collective, that we're working on. So please go show those things some love. But we're back over here on the gaming channel again in anticipation for Grand Theft Auto 6 and a lot of other great games coming out. But you're going to see a lot more content coming out on this channel. Some content with Nate, some content with Blackfoot and AJ, and of course Mr. John Wick himself. But to get into what has been new, you guys may already see some of the smaller stuff is I added another wheat farm on this side. We'll get to a lot of the other big stuff here in a bit, but I want to just show you guys some of the little improvements so far. So the wheat farm, for one, has been doubled on the left side, and then we also made this path bigger, and I think these lights were here the last time, but the path itself looks a lot better than it was before. As you can see here, we'll get to that in a little bit, but just to give you guys a little bit, that is the museum. Right now it is not finished. Oh, another thing is that some of the blocks that you see here are from a furniture add-on that Nate added to the realm. When most of the furniture add-on stuff is in the biggest build that I've been working on so far. Some of it you'll see over here. So we basically made this path that will connect from the path from Nate's house to my house, and it connects to the back side of the museum here. We have some lights that kind of go off at the nighttime. Benches, fences, these what are these called, flower beds, some different kind of seating, couches, this wood stuff. A lot of this stuff, anything you see that's not vanilla, is from that one add-on that Nate added on, and I just kind of used some of the extra stuff to spruce up a little bit of the outside world here. So just continuing this way, this is the museum. This is the backside. Haven't decided what I want to put here yet, but for right now it's just this open area. The bottom level of our museum is going to be just a bunch of books. I didn't want to add too much here, but I will come back and probably add some stuff. We have our cherry blossom tree here at the bottom. You guys know I love cherry blossom, and it actually extends all the way up through the top of the museum. So going up to the second level of the museum here, this is what makes it a museum. So just to start back here, we have the achievement here for having all 3 frog lights. And if you notice, there's a little nod. It is in the Tower of Pimps, if you know, you know, kind of statue. Moving on, next in the museum, we're gonna have all 5 mob heads that are obtainable. So we have zombie, skeleton, piglin, wither skeleton, and the creeper head. This, as you know, the piglin head was the hardest to get, and we recently traded Nate for the dragon egg. We're supposed to have 2 in the world. He killed the dragon twice, and we didn't get a second one, but I was able to trade some stuff for the dragon egg. So we're gonna go ahead and add that to over there for the museum. Next, we have every single music disc in the game. So every disc that you could get right now, we have here. Funny enough, let me see, the creator disc that you get from the trial chambers, so you can get 2 from the trial chambers. and one of them is harder than the other one. I can't remember if it's this one or if it's this one. And then we also have the two newer discs, the Lava Chicken disc. This one was insanely hard to get just because I just couldn't find a chicken jockey, but I was able to create one with a baby zombie following me, and he just jumped on the back of a chicken, which was amazing. And then our Sulfur Cube disc as well, we were able to get. So we have every disc there, and I left these spots here just in case they add more discs in the future. We don't have to keep expanding the exhibit. Coming along here, we have, oh, and I have a new skin. Just, you guys kind of noticed that from the beginning, but yeah, I have a new skin on. But we have every single armor type, so copper, leather, chainmail, copper, gold, iron, diamond, and netherite, along with the accompanying swords. And I think it's a nice touch with the shield instead of a sword for the leather. Next, we have most of the armor smithing templates. I don't have all of them just yet. I'm gonna have to copy some of the ones that Nate has, but so far these are the ones that we have. I'm just missing a few, and that will be finished. And that's all the exhibits I have so far in the museum, but again, it is a work in progress, so we're gonna go ahead and add more because I have been doing a lot other things, which I want to show you next. So this was a pretty big project that I took on here, and again, all this used to be just woods. If you go back to the last Cozy Craft video, this was all just wood, so I had to clear all of this out before I could start building. But we have a zoo, so I've been pretty happy about this zoo. I really love the floor and the sea lanterns in the floor. It gives it a pretty cool vibe at night. Starting off the zoo, we have the horse stable. We have our zombie horses. We have our skeleton horses. Pretty cool. I just got these skeleton horses maybe like a couple weeks ago, which is pretty crazy. Zombie horses, and then we have our regular natural horses. Oh, I'm missing one. Hold on. Is he over here? Yeah, he's over here. Okay, perfect. So that's the horse stable first. Next area is going to be the armadillo area. I don't have any armadillos in here just yet because I didn't feel like going to go grab them yet. So I just put the enclosure because the heavy gas is just so slow. Like, he's just insanely slow. This pathway just leads down to the underground oasis area that you guys have already seen. But moving on, this is the panda enclosure. So we have one panda here so far. The same panda that was down there, but we need to get another panda. And again, it's just gonna take forever to go fly with the heavy gas, so I just have been putting that off. But I will get that done eventually, of course. Next area we have here is going to be our mushroom area. So we have two parent mushrooms, and then there should be a baby mushroom here somewhere. I might have forgot to give him a go to dandelion, but I could have swore there was a baby one. Oh well. Next area we have over here is going to be our sniffer enclosure. So there's a big sniffer and then a baby sniffer here as well. Looks like he's sniffing his baby. Pretty cute, or her baby I should say. Pretty cute. It looks like they're sniffing each other, or at least I hope that's what that is. Moving on, here on this back side we have our polar bear enclosure. Now, I did have an Arctic fox in this enclosure, but he ended up dying because I had sweet berries in here, and he killed himself on the sweet berries. So I took the sweet berries out, and I have yet to find another Arctic fox, but for now we just have our two polar bears. Next enclosure here we have the goat enclosure. So as you can see back there, the little baby goat with his mama, and then here's dad over here. This one I had to put that roof because, you know, the goats can jump up to 10 blocks, and I didn't want to leave them like leashed to or leaded to the fence post the whole time. I want them to roam free. That's why I built a pretty tall enclosure for them. This backside is just something small for the llamas. I didn't go get any naturally spawned llamas. Technically these are naturally spawned, but these are the wandering trader llamas. I like them because you can change up the color of the like wool that's on their backs. Here we have our camel. Again, I need to get another camel. You guys can kind of see a pattern, but I need to get another camel so that he's not so lonely. But I kind of like the camel enclosure with this kind of hay bale area that he can come and lay down when it gets a little too hot for him. And then that pretty much wraps up Happy Gas. As you guys know, that pretty much wraps up the, oh, here are the bees. The bees, it's nighttime, so they're not going to be out, but the bees are in here, and I like that it kind of looks like a giant jar, the bee enclosure, so that's pretty cool. Behind, hold on, it's making me nervous just having the dragon egg just in my inventory like that. Okay, so behind the zoo though is what I've been working on most recently the most. You know how Minecraft is, you start projects and then you start another one before you finish one. Here's my most recent project that I've been working on. So I did redesign this entire area down here so it looks more visible from the top, and then I tore down all the forest area that was here. If you go back, this was all just forest, and it took a while to kind of break all this up, but I added the white and red wool around the edges to kind of make it easier to get down there, because Nate kept dying as he would try to fall down there. But this is a nice little walkway to lead up to my mansion. Again, not finished just yet, but for the mansion, so we have these hedge areas that will lead you to different sections that I haven't put anything in yet. This was my workstation that I kind of had everything in while I was building the mansion. So not to blue ball you guys too much, but running around the edge of the mansion, it just leads you. This is going to end up being the garden area of the mansion, because there's a couple of crops that are new with the add-on, the furniture add-on that Nate added, like eggplants and corn and stuff. So that's going to be pretty cool. The hedges extend around the entirety of the edge of the mansion. And again, there's going to be more stuff added. I just wanted to make sure I got bulk of the inside of the mansion completed. So nothing here, and then nothing here yet, and then we get spit out back on this side. So leading up to the mansion, we have a couple of statues and some wind chimes. Close the door behind me. Bringing you guys into the entry level area, we have some flowers, sorry, the grandfather clocks, fancy ones, some statues again. We have some chandeliers, and this first area is going to be our bar area. So we have a couple of tables, these couches. Again, if it's not vanilla, it's from the add-on. So this is a spout. Oh, this is new. I didn't realize this used to be stripped before. So this is like kind of like a bar area, so I can kind of come behind here, serve a couple of drinks of hot cocoa because it's age appropriate. But it's a nice little bar area. These are the ceiling lights, they turn off and on. Pretty nice. Across the hall from the bar, if you get too drunk, you'll come over, too much hot cocoa I should say, you'll come over and you can have a night's rest in the guest bedroom over here. So couches, you have blinds that you can open and close. If it gets too bright for you, or you want a little bit more privacy, then you have the bathroom in here, working sink. This painting is so nice. So this is the guest bedroom. Across from the guest bedroom, next to the bar area, is going to be our kitchen. So for our kitchen, we have raw food over here being cooked on the stove. We have our double sink with our over-the-range vents. some veggies and fish on this side. And then this side, we see that we have some pots cooking, some more food. And all this food that's being prepared is going to be served in the dining room back here. So we have the smaller table of the dining room. You may know this as the kids table, or if there's just not that many people, you don't want to sit at this big table by yourself. Now I do need to add a chair on this side to sit at the edge of the table, but here is the feast table. So we have beef, chicken, pork for those of you who eat that, some mushroom stew, bread, apples, watermelon, some beet stew, some rabbit even, and some hot cocoa in some of those mugs, and a nice little fireplace at the end of the table. So this is our dining room, and it looks nice, and it looks really nice with all the chandeliers at nighttime. Coming across from that room, we have just another sitting area, living room. This painting is so cool. I didn't even know that it existed until I started putting paintings inside the big TV over there. But this is just a nice little sitting room that you can come and enjoy, come kick it with some of your friends. The lamps do turn off and on as well. Back here is one of the rooms that isn't finished yet. This will end up being the library. So this will be a pretty big library, and this is what I'll get to next. And then as we come upstairs, some more unfinished rooms. So this room is going to end up being our map/adventure room. This kind of overlooks the back side of the house. And then on the opposite side of this wall, we're going to have, this is going to be my master bedroom with another 2 overlooks of this side, and then you come out here, and then you're at the front of the house here as well. What I've been working on mainly is going to be this side, which is my new office, and most of this stuff is going to be stuff that is inside of the add-on, of course. So I lined the ceiling with just all the extra music discs I got while getting creepers to be killed by skeletons while I was trying to achieve every music disc. We have more cookies, we have hot cocoa in the mug, we have some instruments here that can be played, harp, piano, you have guitar there, a couple of cameras, big chest. The only thing I don't like is the big chest. It's still the normal size chest slots. You don't get more, which I thought you would have gotten more. Oh well. Some skeleton statues that you've been seeing kind of arranged here, and I like that this kind of overlooks the garden so I can see when the crops are ready. Back here, which you all have probably been looking at, there are plushies. So I have all the mob heads here again, as my office is like a trophy. And then there's a bunch of plushies that were added, and this is every single plushie. So armadillo, wolf, snow golem, fox, cat, enderman, pig, sheep, bee, creeper, the cuckoo, ender dragon, ocelot. This is called a cave crawler. I'm not sure if he was also like an added mod. I haven't seen him yet, but there's a plushie for him, so that'll be interesting. Bat. I have another fox because I just like foxes so much. Skeleton, zombie, cow, spider, mushroom, polar bear. I need to add some armor to these armor stands, but what was that? Oh, that must have been the. There's another wandering trader in this add-on that basically gives you can trade for some of the stuff in the add-on, like these bamboo bedside tables. We have some flower pots hanging from the ceiling. I have wither flowers, some of the flowers in these. It has these stands for your tools, which I thought were super cool. So you can just kind of display them like that. Out here, another overlook, we have another telescope, and then there is a hammock here, which is pretty cool. So I'll come chill in the hammock sometimes. when I'm bored or when I take a break while I'm waiting for the crops to grow. And then lastly in here is access to the attic. So Nate just gave me the idea, heavy core. Nate just gave me the idea that I should turn the attic into like a big brewing station, or like have a bunch of potions or something up here, which I think that's a nice idea because this is a pretty hefty size area, and I like that this window here on the back side also gives you the view. As you can tell, I'm really into views. But yeah, so this will maybe the potion area. That's the best idea I've gotten so far, so that's what we're working with. And then just to leave back downstairs here and headed back outside. Another new addition. Let me see what this guy has. He's selling potions of invisibility for 5 emeralds. I may come back for those. So we have built this, which is basically, oh, didn't have my elytra on, okay, which is where our super smelter is. It's no longer in the front over there. It is in here. So super smelter, mainly I've been just doing stone and smooth stone, and then I kind of built this to look like, you know, I've been working with ores and all kind of stuff. So pretty cool. All this is about the same. Let me go check out those emeralds real quick. Those should come in handy. So let me see. That should be enough. I did have to expand the storage. Oh, this is one of those. This is the crafting table for the add-on. So as you can see, this is all the stuff that is craftable. See, there's like corn and eggplant and bell peppers and stuff in here now. Items, different beds, all the furniture in here, the couches and stuff, the different wood, like the floor in the kitchen was different. And this is the nature stuff. I expanded the storage down here, so we have just more room for other stuff. I have more chests than I need, but again, you know, eventually I'll end up filling out all of those chests as well. And we did manage to get a couple of sulfur cubes, so whenever I get around to it, like everything else, I'll go ahead and build some mini games for Nate and I to play. But going back up, let's see, I believe in here has changed just a little bit with those chests. I can't remember if those chests were there or not, but those chests were there. He's there. All this is just about the same. So let me get these invisibility potions from him. You can only buy one. That's actually absurd. I can only buy one. That's insane. Nate has also been doing a lot of building, but I will let him show you guys. Oh, I almost forgot. The top of the museum is basically an oasis with an actual tower of pimps. It's an oasis with an actual tower of pimps, and it is just full of luscious, just green flowers, pumpkins. And I built this specifically to where you could only get up here if you have an elytra. Normally, like, of course, I'm not gonna let anyone just build blocks up and stuff, but I wanted this to be somewhere where you had to, you know, achieve something like getting an elytra before you could see how beautiful it is up here, especially at nighttime when all the fireflies are flying around. But that has basically been all that we have done so far. So again, if you like this update, I'll try to be more consistent with the building and stuff on YouTube. And as you can see, I did add the day counter. So we're at day 3,100 25 here in the Cozy Craft realm. If you want to join the realm, leave a comment down below. We'll see, if you're valid or not. If you're not, then unfortunately you can't join. But that has been your boy Claw with the episode 5 of Cozy Craft, and tune in for episode 6, where Nate and I will be fighting the Ender Dragon. Peace.